Hi, Michelle from Bloomella here, and welcome to another Bloom in 5. And this week I am painting bunnies, which was so fun and adorable. If you would like to learn how to paint these little cuties in watercolour, then let's get started.
Thank you so much for joining me for another Bloom in 5, and this week, as you can see, is cute little bunny rabbits, and I've created some looking in different directions and different colours, so you can see how I've painted the different style bunnies. And we're just going straight in with bunny number 1 using a really pretty ochre and brown wash together, just laying that down and really going over the sketches. I've created the 5 sketches, so you probably can't see these too well on the screen, but I'm just following those as a guideline. Going in with some darker brown from that original colour that we used quite lightly. You can see we're just going around the edge there and really defining the bunny shape, and just giving a little bit of shading really helps to create that 3D look, and brought that colour up into the ears and added a little wash of pink as well. Then using a really pretty ochre orange mix, we're now doing a sweet little bunny in the corner with his ears poking right up, and just on a light wash again all over the bunny face, and then just going around the sweet little cheeks and adding a bit of definition just round the sides. Again, just really helps to give that sort of more realistic look, and adding a light wash over the ears as well. Then moving straight on to bunny number 3. This is a really sweet one with his ears down. I really like those floppy sort of bunny style ones with their ears are down. They look super sweet. And we'll just use more of a yellowy tone with this one and some oranges, and just done a light wash over the ears, and then more of an orangey wash round the face as well, as you can see, and just round the little front and round the nose. Moving on to bunny number 4, this is going to be quite a white face at the front, moving into quite a grey brownish face towards the back, and again just doing a light wash and adding that darker pigment in the back area, and then just moving that pigment up into the ear, and then the one that's more in the background obviously has a bit more dark to allow for the shadow and a little bit of darkness around the back of the face as well. Bunny number 5 is another sweet one with the ears down, and this one is going to be more of a super white, light grey bunny. This is one of my favourite ones. I really like the positioning of it and the way he's looking. It just likes a really sweet face. And this one's going to be, like I say, more of a white grey bunny. And we're just using very light washes on this one just to create that lightness. Obviously it's quite difficult to create white animals or white anything on white paper, so we're going to use other colours and the light greys to create that bunny on the paper. Going back to bunny number 1, as you can see we're just getting a little bit of that darker colour now to create a bit more definition around the mouth, around the ears, around the nose, and we're also going to add in some light fur textures in this tutorial. You don't need to use the fur throughout the whole of the animal that you're creating. You can just add some light fur down the nose. You could do a little bit of fur around the silhouette of the outside, the outline of the animal. You could just add a little bit around the nose, and it just gives that suggestion of fur. You don't necessarily need to do fine lines over the entire animal unless that's the look and style that you want to go for. We are just doing loose watercolours and the suggestion of fur. So you can use the flat of your brush, and you could use more definition of your brush to go in and just add that texture detail and the little dark areas as well. So if you're using a reference photo, you probably see that there's like more definition around like the nose where it's slightly darker with the nostrils, and if the mouth's slightly open, you've got to get a dark shadow in there as well. So adding those little darker areas, using a dark brown black mix will really help bring that character to life. So moving back on to number 2, you can see we're just adding a lot more of that orange pigment now and a little bit more of that brown pigment, using that darker contrast with the wet on dry, because the dry is the first layer that we've done that's dried now, and then we're using the wet technique on top again to layer that up or glaze that up. And we're now adding a little bit more of that orangey brown, and we're just creating a few little lines. I'm using a number 2 Artify brush, so it's got quite a fine point to it, so it's great for using it those details around the eye, lining a little bit around the mouth and nose and adding that sweet little fur texture. Oh, excuse my alert on my phone. And then adding a little bit more detail here as well, around the top of the ears, and adding a few more details just round the bottom. And again, I'm not adding every single fur line, it's not particularly necessary, just to give that suggestion of fur. So just using the very fine tip of the brush, you can just create a few little strokes around the outside, around the top, and especially around the ear area, just where the hair is on top of the background of the ear, where there's the more skin flat texture of the rabbit's ear. Then we can go in again with the dark black, and then you can leave a sweet little white highlight as well, which will help it bring that character to life and seem a lot more realistic. If you do forget to add the highlight, you can either use a white pen, a white gel pen, or you can use a nice thick white like gouache paint, and you can add those highlights afterwards. I prefer to try and leave the highlight if I can, but if you do forget, you can add that in afterwards. Moving on to bunny number 3, as you can see, I've added quite a lot of little stroke line details around the head, the ears, coming down towards the nose, the central point of this one, and then adding in the black eyes as well, and quite a lot of definition and little dark shadows around the ears. And then moving on to bunny number 4, which was our really sweet grey, sort of a brown grey mix, and then just adding a lot more of those line details. This one I've added quite a lot of fur to it, so you can see this one is a little bit different, just to show the different techniques and the different styles. So using quite a bit of water on the brush, you can vary the technique by having some of the areas sort of thicker strokes, some of them thinner strokes, some of them a little bit darker, adding in some darker pigment on the areas where you've used the thicker part to lay down the water, and that really helps give the representation of the different styles of fur. Because if you look at images of rabbits, you're going to get areas on their face where the fur's a little bit more clumped, a little bit darker, a little bit lighter, a little bit more definition, and this really helps add that different detail to the fur texture, which I'll be covering more in my new Patreon, which I'll be launching very soon. I'm super excited about it. It will be botanicals and nature themed, and I will be covering a lot more specific masterclasses on individual fur techniques, individual eye techniques, and going into a lot more detail on this. So if you are interested in that, you can sign up to my Patreon for free, which is patreon.com/Bloomella. The link's on my bio and also on my Instagram bio if you are interested in that. But back to our current tutorial, just adding the whiskers now, which really helps bring it to life. These little final details. You go through the ugly stage where it's just very flat colour, doesn't really look like anything, and then you get to the real sweet spot where you're adding in the details. The first layer's dried, you're getting really exciting because the character's really coming to life now, your animal's coming to life, the personality showing through, and then you're adding in those more defined details, you're adding the darker colours on top. As you know, in watercolour, it's best to start light and then you get to the dark with the defined details. The exciting bit's coming. We're getting in the darker shades, the darker colours, and it's starting to really pop and come to life off the page. And as you can see, we're just using those darker colours now, adding in the final eye on our sweet little bunny in the corner, and just really bringing all those little individual elements to life. A little bit of fur on the ear, a little bit of definition on the nostril, the whiskers, and all of these elements together really help just bring the animal, the sweet little character, to life. So just adding in a few little final strokes, and I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It was great fun painting these bunnies, and yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. Don't forget to subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for joining me.